Hey, just wanted to make a video because I like to keep making new content for my channel. So anyway, if we're looking, what you're looking at right now is the ETH balance chart for proof of weak hands. As you can see, it's been dropping. You had a little buying, then dropping. So basically, the amount of ETH in the contract is down to almost $7,000. So what that means is a lot of people sold, and some people will say, "Oh, look, it's going to end." I'm not so sure with the price of ETH going up. I think a lot of people were just withdrawing into ETH, taking profit, so to speak. People who are in this on the initial run up, but who knows? Who really knows for sure, right? The bottom line is if you're in, you're generating rewards based on all of these sales, okay? Because you pay 10% in, you also pay 10% on the way out, okay? So these rewards, now the price of your rewards and your tokens fluctuate with the value of the P3D coin, the value of ETH, okay? As people sell out of this thing and the ETH in the contract goes down, so does the price of the P3D token. So over here, I'm at a loss. I initially went in with 0.5 ETH. You can see my amount here because I bought it before the crash, right? That's always the danger of buying before the crash, of any crash, right? So I didn't put big money into this thing. I'm riding it out. I want to see where it goes. This sort of thing fascinates me, the behavior involved and all of that. For me, this is more than just a money experiment. It's like a social experiment. I really love the community they have with the chat going on. They have a Discord chat. I want to see where this thing ultimately goes, how if it bounces back, people start to FOMO back in, that sort of thing. So anyway, for the little bit of money I threw at this, I'm fine with, like I said, I'm fine with losing it all if I have to. And you should never put more than what you're willing to lose in anything, stocks, crypto, anything. So anyway, so I still have the same amount of P3D tokens I did when I came in, albeit at a significantly less value due to the march downward. Now, on the flip side, I have these rewards. These rewards, which I have not cashed out, but I have not reinvested either. They're just sitting there. They're valued in ETH, okay? They would add up to a smidgen more than 19 P3D tokens. If I reinvest this, I also pay the 10% penalty. When you invest into the system, 10% comes off the top and gets distributed to the members. And when you sell out of P3D tokens, 10% gets taken and distributed to the members in the form of these rewards. So if you're in the system, you make money, you make rewards when people buy in or sell out. Now, as far as the rewards go, if you reinvest them, you also pay 10% on that because you're buying in. If you withdraw the ETH, you're only paying the ETH network fee, whatever it is. You're not getting a penalty for withdrawing. So I'm not to where in rewards. I'm not to where I was I'm not to the amount that I bought in at, but I'm getting there. I'm holding on to this thing. I want to see how many rewards I can generate. So this is so if I could generate the rewards that I spent to get into this thing, then I'm at a break-even point, and everything else is just it's just gravy. It's just play money, okay? And that's how you should look at these things, all right? This is definitely a scheme to make money. No one's disputing that. What I'm saying is it's not a scam. It doesn't seem like a scam to me, because a scam is something that's set up to defraud. Okay? I don't see this thing as a setup to defraud, because it's got a smart contract, DApp. It's managed by the smart contract. The smart contract holds the money and enforces the rules, that sort of thing. You have to learn what a scam really is before you can call something a scam. You want to call it a scheme, by all means, go ahead. The people who are running it will tell you that. So that's the thing about this. It's completely transparent. They don't. They're very funny in their marketing of this thing. They tell you what it is. They're not trying to hide anything, which I like. Okay, I like that. And we also have a lot of fun with things like, the BitConnect guy. Remember Carlos? I made this. I took one of these screenshots of the page where they have their Lamborghini, and hey, look at that. There he is, driving his P3D Lambo. I don't know if he's involved in this. He's probably not. He might not even know about it. But he's always a source of comedy and inspiration in this space. Now look, I'm a serious crypto investor as well. I have long positions on things, and I also have day trading bots that are trading for me. I have 2 of them running right now. One trades in ETH as the base currency. So basically it trades altcoins to and from ETH to build an ETH position over time. And another one trades, I just started another one that trades Bitcoin. Bitcoin is the base currency, buys and sells altcoins back and forth into Bitcoin. I don't have a huge amount of money in those, but I'm trying to build my ETH and Bitcoin position slowly with those, okay? And I also have some long positions in a few cryptos, and I'm hoping that the market comes back soon. As you can see, things are up. The weird thing about things being up is that if Bitcoin or Ethereum go up too much, it's hard to trade with the alts. So my bots kind of sit there, they get all bagged up holding stuff. As you can see, things are, Neo's at 66. VeChain is above 3 finally. Hopefully, who knows how soon these things will come back. Binance is at 1241. It's actually a little bit down. They just had a coin burn. They burned like a lot of coins. They're following the schedule to do that. Verge 0.083. I wonder where Verge is going. I see so many video headlines about, it's a scam, it's this and that. I don't know what's going on with Verge. I love the concept of Verge. I used to have a long position in it. I sold out to get into things like VeChain, which has suffered along with everything else during this market crash. But we'll see where it's going to go. Bitcoin dominance is at 42% right now, a little lower from where it was a week ago, which was around 44, 45%. Hey, make sure you visit my news aggregator site, techbait.net, for all your updated crypto and technology and science news. I've got it all on this site, okay? Use it. It updates. These things update constantly. Every few hours, it scrapes new updates and updates these feeds. So I got crypto at the top, and I've got a lot of computer stuff in the middle, like technology related, IT related. And then at the bottom, I got some science and some fun stuff. Like here's Science Daily, Bad Astronomy, Science-Based Medicine. And then at the bottom, I got UFO and Bigfoot, right? Because those are fun topics for me. So like I said, I got some science and some pseudoscience all together, with crypto leading the way at the top. So use this, share it out. bookmark it, use it as your browser homepage, whatever. It also shows up in one big scrollable column on a smartphone. It works well on a smartphone. I like to have the same format for desktop and smartphone, which is why I haven't changed it. The only difference is on the smartphone, this side panel with some ads and some blog posts that appears gets tacked to the bottom. So you don't even see this stuff until you scroll all the way down on a smartphone, which is fine for most people. You're here for the middle column anyway. So you know, a lot of things about tax right now because it's tax season. So anyway, so yeah, this where's the market going? Who knows? Who knows? We don't know, right? And you know, they're saying with China and Russia, with all the problems going on with the U.S. administration, that they're looking to put more money into crypto out of their national currencies. They're talking about the banks like J.P. Morgan and them, and Citibank actually buying a lot of crypto on the side, while publicly they like to talk trash against crypto. There's a lot of things going on, and talking about all this big money like Soros money and Rockefeller money coming into it. It's very interesting times, and who knows, we could be headed for another bull market soon. Will it be the same as the FOMO running up at the end of 2017? Probably not. Who knows where this stuff will go, but I can tell you one thing, I really think it's worth it to be in the crypto space in one way or another. Don't wait until it FOMO's back up to get in, by the way. I mean, things have been down so low. You know, now it's a little higher than where it was. So there's a little bit of a higher buy-in price right now. Last week would have been ideal when Ethereum was down in the low fours or even lower. I forget what the real low was there. Already, things happen so quick in this space. Was it below 400? I think it was at some point. It was like in the upper 300s for Ether. You know, Bitcoin was down in the low sevens. I think even the upper sixes, right? It was low. So that would have been a great time to buy in if you had cash on the side. But even now, I mean, it depends where you think it's going. Is this a bear trap? I mean, a bull trap? Is this a bull trap? Wait in the spring? I mean, nobody really knows, right? I mean, you could contemplate this stuff all you want, but what I do know is that the consensus event's happening in about a month in New York City. There's going to be a lot of cash coming in then, a lot of forward-facing statements. Who knows where it's going to go? So, you know, you should have some sort of position now if you're interested in this space. And look, you could always hedge it with stuff like this, because this is so low right now. This eventually could go back up as well. People get back into this. I mean, this one's a gamble, but you could buy in really low now and ride this one back up if it goes back up. Nobody knows for sure where this stuff's going to go. You go through my master link below, my masternode link. You can learn all about this. Hey. I still get a kick out of that guy. I love that guy. I love the videos with him. But that other thing really was a scam by the people running it. This thing here, not so much. Is it risky? Everything's risky. Walk outside your door in the morning and you're taking a risk. Something could fall on your head, a tree branch, a tree limb can crush you. Your car can get hit by something else. You know, you literally take a risk the minute you walk out the door in the morning. Life's about managing your risks. I mean, you could look at, there's this really good movie out there. Where is it? There it is. Along Came Polly. I recommend this movie. This movie's basically, this guy is a risk assessor for an insurance company. He knows the risk involved with everything. This character played by Ben Stiller. And something bad happens to him, and he ends up dating this Polly, who's played by Jennifer Aniston, and she's like a free spirit. She doesn't consider risk with anything. She just takes life by the cojones and goes. So it's all about that. People who want to manage their life and manage their expectations to avoid all sorts of risk, it generally doesn't work out for them. You have a much richer life experience a lot of times if you just if you just do things a little bit. No one's saying go out there and take unnecessary risks, but at the same time, you have to take risks in order to profit and go forward in life, and that goes with everything. I mean, look, let me tell you a story about me real quick before I got to cut this short soon. It's like it's 5:40 a.m. where I am, and I have to get ready for work. So years ago I was working in New Jersey, living and working in New Jersey. I'm a New Jersey native. And New York City's right over the horizon, and everybody knows that there's a lot of jobs in New York City. It's a big job hub, but the city can be scary. You don't know your way around. You don't know the mass transit system. Yada yada yada. There's a million and one fears and phobias. So for years, I would not entertain the idea of working in New York City. So I sat here in Jersey, and I was able to work in technology in New Jersey for a long time, but eventually my luck ran out, and I couldn't find anything. It was during that 2000, it was around 2009. So an old friend who I connected with on social media, her career went north. She was a manager. She needed help with something, and but it was in New York City. So I had to make the decision. Do I play it safe and just stay out here in Jersey, or do I go into New York and face all these little fears about this, that, and the other thing, not being able to navigate New York City transit system or whatever, preconceived notions I had, which were all false, by the way. So I ended up taking that risk, and it was worth it in many ways. And I still go to the city every day. It's a long work day, but it's very rewarding in a lot of ways, financially as well as how I've grown. So what I'm trying to say is you can only manage your fears and manage your risk and whatever so much. At some point, you have to jump in. And so now I do these things like this. I don't do them in ways that I think are going to, that it's going to, set me back too much, but I will take risks. I've found that taking risks, you're better off than not. But you just manage your risk and don't get too reckless with the amounts or whatever, okay? So anyway, I've got my Masternode link below if you're interested in trying this out. I make no promises. It is what it is. I told you what it is. But it can provide a nice little, where's my thing on my site? It can provide a nice place between the bulls and the bears where you can at least collect these rewards, okay? You can collect these rewards. You put a little bit in, park it there, put in only what you're willing to lose, and now's a good time because it's low, okay? It's priced really low. I bought all the way up here, so my initial buy-in is at a loss, but you can gain it back with these rewards because whether people buy and it goes up or they sell and it goes down, it's still generating rewards for those in the system. It's really a cool idea, okay? I like it. Am I shilling this thing? Yeah, you're darn right. I think it's worth the risk. But, like I said, everything's a risk. Bitcoin's a risk. Ether's a risk. The whole market's a risk. Crypto is a risk, okay? If you don't want risk, put your money in the bank and settle for less than 1% earnings. That's it. It's pathetic. You can't make any money that way. You've got to risk. And if you lose, you lose, but spread it around. Spread it around, okay? So there you go. there you go. It is what it is, and it's no more, no less. Okay? But anyway, check out my site. Please use it for your news. It's worth it. It's very easy to remember URL. It's catchy. Tech bait. See? The fish hook, like fish bait, but technology. And it's got a lot of stuff. And if you're in the IT business, or you just like technology, it's got a lot even below the crypto space for all kinds of technology news. And like I said, it's updated regularly. So take advantage of this resource. I built it mostly for my own use. Yeah, did I litter it with ads? Yeah. Why not make a little bit back on an effort like this, right? Pay for my web hosting, stuff like that. It costs me for web hosting, I pay to have my stuff hosted, So no one's getting rich off these ads, okay? So I got some nice T-shirt designs on Amazon with crypto, Bitcoin stuff. Check that out. Hey, look, Bitcoin may have been unpopular for a little while, but it's coming back. In the general, all these people that were FOMOing in and now they don't want to talk about it, they're all going to be talking about it again. So get your gear now. Get your gear now. Get it now for everybody starts FOMOing in on that too, right? So get a hardware wallet. Get a Trezor or a Ledger. You know what those are? Keeping your private keys secure in private wallets. Not just having your money on an exchange, people. Not just having your money on an exchange. Coinbase, Binance, KuCoin, HitBTC, these exchanges. Anyway, at this point I'm rambling, so please like and subscribe. And, hey, we're all in this together. Let's have some fun. See you next video.